Get ready for the action, because the Los Angeles Lakers have a clear path to signing the $87 million Luka Dončić threat after a massive domino effect kicks into gear. We break down exactly how the Lakers' cap space and roster needs are setting the stage for a championship push this summer.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
But first, we have to talk about the playoff struggles. We dive deep into the latest injury update for Luka Dončić tonight as the Los Angeles Lakers face the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 4, and what this means for their season. Next up, we look at the shocking playoff performance of the Houston Rockets. Discover what they accomplished in the first round that they haven't managed since 1997, and the historic moment that unfolded in Game 4. And finally, we tackle the tough criticism surrounding LeBron James. Kwame Brown argues that the blame for the Lakers' struggles rests squarely on the king himself, and why this situation is proving to be a sad reality for the team. The Los Angeles Lakers appear to have a clear path to acquiring Oklahoma City Thunder star Luka Dončić, despite the current season ending with a loss to the defending champions. With the season concluding, free agency is set to become the central focus, and the Lakers are positioned to have more cap space than in recent years, making a roster build centered around Dončić a realistic prospect. Analysts suggest that the Lakers possess a megastar in Dončić, combined with unique financial flexibility, suggesting the summer will be crucial in determining their championship contention trajectory. A key component of the Lakers' offseason strategy involves securing a starting caliber center, particularly if they part ways with Deander Ayton. While Jackson Hayes is expected to return due to his relationship with Dončić, the Lakers will still require a dominant interior presence. The suggestion points toward Thunder big man Isaiah Hartenstein as the ideal target. Hartenstein is described as a physical player capable of setting powerful screens for both Luka Dončić and Austin Reeves, possessing the ability to score on the offensive glass and offering solid rim protection. Proponents suggest landing Hartenstein would be a significant free agency move, potentially catalyzed by the Thunder's failure to advance in the draft lottery, setting off a domino effect that could lead to Hartenstein starting for the Lakers next season. Currently, Hartenstein is having a strong season in Oklahoma City alongside Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, and his current contract is valued at $87 million. The regular season performance indicates the type of impact player Hartenstein can provide. For the Lakers, acquiring a player with this caliber of impact could significantly bolster Dončić's performance and strengthen the overall roster moving forward. The Los Angeles Lakers face a significant hurdle in the second round of the NBA playoffs, as superstar guard Luka Dončić is sidelined for Game 4 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This absence compounds the Lakers' challenge of overcoming a 3-game deficit, as a loss on Monday would end their season in just 4 games. Analysts suggest that without Dončić, the Lakers lack the offensive firepower necessary to compete with the Thunder, who have proven to be formidable opponents throughout the series. Dončić's absence is attributed to a Grade 2 hamstring strain sustained at the end of the regular season, an injury that has kept him out since April 2, ironically during a game against the Thunder. Prior to the injury, Dončić was in peak form, averaging over 30 points per month and putting up multiple 40-point performances. Experts caution that the Lakers simply do not possess the offensive depth to match Oklahoma City, and the Thunder's strong defense leaves little room for error, placing immense pressure on the remaining roster. The Lakers' current lineup against the Thunder remains unchanged, featuring Marcus Smart at point guard, Austin Reeves at shooting guard, Adu Thiopoulos at small forward, LeBron James at power forward, and a bench composed of Jared Vanderbilt, Deander Ayton, Luke Kennard, and Rui Hachimura. The team is described as lacking depth, with 6 players serving as primary offensive threats. While Marcus Smart has been a steady contributor, He is not expected to be the game changer needed in this scenario. The primary objective for the Lakers is to find momentum through their bench players, as the current rotation is unsustainable for playoff success. Luke Kennard bears the heaviest burden to provide offensive production. The only players identified as potential saviors to avoid a sweep are Jackson Hayes, Dalton Knecht, and Kennard. The team is facing the difficult task of finding offensive holes in the Thunder's defense, as the pressure on LeBron James to deliver a high-scoring performance is deemed unrealistic and unsustainable. The Houston Rockets experienced a surprising playoff exit in the first round against the injured Los Angeles Lakers, a series they were expected to win despite injuries across the team. The Lakers were hampered by the absence of star Luka Dončić and missed the first 4 games with Austin Reeves. Despite this, the Rockets fell into an insurmountable 3-game lead, a deficit they could not overcome even after winning games 4 and 5. Kevin Durant's absence did not significantly alter the perception that the young core could compete against the Lakers' veteran leadership, including 41-year-old LeBron James. Intensity and high-level play only emerged in Game 3, where the Rockets lost a 6-point lead in just 30 seconds. However, the series featured several bright spots, with Game 4 at home proving to be the best for Houston. The Rockets secured a 115-98 victory, avoiding a sweep and marking their team's best shooting night. This game also achieved a historic milestone. It was the first playoff game in Rockets history where all 5 starters scored at least 15 points since Game 1 of the 1997 Western Conference semifinals. The 1997 starting lineup, featuring Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Mario Alai, Clyde Drexler, and Matt Maloney, was iconic. That team swept the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round 3-0 before upsetting the Seattle Supersonics in the conference semifinals. In Game 1 of that series, Drexler led the scoring with 22 points, and Alai added 20. Olajuwon scored 15 points but contributed 11 rebounds and 2 blocks. In the 2026 first-round Game 4, the young core demonstrated significant potential. Amen Thompson led the scoring with 23 points and 7 assists, while Tari Eason followed with 20 points, 5 steals, and 8 rebounds. Alperen Sengun scored 19, and second-year guard Reed Shepherd had his best game of the series with 17 points and 4 three-pointers. Jabari Smith Jr. also contributed 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals. Although the team shot 48% overall and 40% from 3, streaky performance ultimately led to elimination in Game 6, where poor shooting proved detrimental. The Los Angeles Lakers' current 0-3 deficit against the Oklahoma City Thunder has fueled intense criticism, with LeBron James becoming the primary target. Kwame Brown, a 41-year-old analyst, has taken the lead in this critique, arguing that the team's struggles stem less from officiating and more from James's leadership and focus. Brown contended that the Lakers' performance is indicative of a lack of urgency from the most experienced player when games are slipping away. He suggested that LeBron has not fully asserted himself, observing that his body language indicates he is waiting for others to take control, contrasting this with the highly cohesive nature of the Thunder. Brown asserted, "It ain't the referees, it's the coach, it's LeBron. It's the people of the team that's mastering as the leaders, that's waiting to give up. I'm looking at the body language of LeBron, and he's waiting for somebody else to take over the show, so he could take over the show at the end." Despite these criticisms, LeBron James has maintained strong individual statistics in the series, averaging 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. This production occurred while he was heavily guarded by defensive players like Luguentz Dort and Alex Caruso. The Thunder's dominance was further highlighted by the strong performances of Chet Holmgren and Ajay Mitchell, alongside high shooting percentages from players like Jard McCain, who was held to just 21 points per game. Brown expressed dissatisfaction with the narrative that James is solely responsible, stating that the conversation often ignores what is not reflected in the stat sheet, such as the plays and wins that are not being quantified by traditional metrics. He argued that the idea that James's presence hinders the team or shifts blame to younger players is exaggerated, noting that the Lakers appear dominant only when James is on the court. Ultimately, Brown voiced a sense of disappointment regarding LeBron's perceived focus on statistics over two-way impact. He expressed sadness about the prospect of James returning for another year, fearing it would perpetuate a cycle where his team underperforms and blame is shifted to younger players. Brown concluded that this situation exemplifies the curse of being LBJ, where even impressive individual play does not always yield deserved credit from staunch critics.